Welcome to the Webby O'Neill channel. I'm Nicole Deans and this is the Fans View. I'm here with Danny to sum up today's game against Crystal Palace. So Danny, what is your overall thoughts like coming out of that game? The first thing that you're thinking, are you happy with the result? Are you pleased with where we look like we're going ahead?
Overall, very happy. I think in the first half we kind of controlled it very well. We didn't kind of dominate as I hoped we would. I think we capitalised on the opportunities in the first half. Second half was a wee bit cagey. I think first 25 minutes we didn't really dominate as much as we should have. But overall, happy with the result. Good to see Fred getting the fucking goal as well. Lovely fella. So good to see him get a result.
I was going to say, did you see, like, obviously you see what it means to Fred and what it means to his teammates. Do you feel like there is more harmony in this team? Do you feel like, obviously, post Sir Alex Ferguson, we haven't really seen all the time that connection? Do you feel like we're seeing that starting now? Or obviously we've seen it under Ali, but do you feel like there is that like real strength and support within each other as opposed to a one-man team?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think following Ollie, even under Carrick, he was giving Fred massive praise. He was talking about how as he's playing further up the park, it's like that's more his position, and I feel like he's coming into his own a wee bit more. And I feel like myself and like my mates and people who are watching, the fans will notice that like it feels like he's coming into his game a lot more. And the last few games I've been very, very impressed with him. So that's good.
Do you feel like he gets criticism, which is warranted, but do you feel like he gets the praise that he's warranted also?
No, I don't think so. I think looking at Fred, people are very, very quick to jump on him. He's almost like the memeable United player. You know, people jump on him, Fred, you know. Yeah. But he doesn't get the praise he deserves. Whenever he's playing well, he plays fucking very, very well. But I think people are quick to jump on his, like, to criticise him, but he doesn't get the praise he deserves at all.
Yeah. A big question here. I love Ronaldo. He just obviously got his 801st goal the other day. He has been accused of being the problem. Do you think he's a problem, or do you think he's the solution, or somewhere in between?
No, I think Carragher needs to take a long, hard look at himself if he's looking at that mirror and saying that Ronaldo's the problem. Look at his stats. He's coming here 36 years old, and the impact he's had on this team, incredible. If you're comparing him to like Messi in that regard, like look at the impact that Ronaldo's had in the Premier League, best league in the world compared to Messi. Night and day.
As far as problems go in my life, I'd rather have him. Obviously, it's a big reason why, or the reason why we're still in the Champions League. Obviously, we're still in there to play with it. It's also a big reason why we're still like within that spot to get the top four. Do you think that it is possible? Obviously, not right now. It's not going to happen overnight. Do you think there is a possibility that Manchester United under Ralf can still get top four come May?
Honestly, at the start of the season and kind of going into like the first kind of 5 to 10 games, I was very, very doubtful. This is the first time in a long time I've been very, very hopeful. And I think speaking to a lot of fans back home as well, we're very, very hopeful. And going back to the Carragher problem, I mean, if you're talking about Ronaldo being a problem in the team, that's a problem I want to have. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. As far as problems go, there in life, it's the best problem. If Ronaldo's a problem, I'll have that all day, every day. Me personally. And another thing, obviously, we won. We got the 3 points. But obviously, I personally feel like that kind of game like that would be crying out for Cavani. Is everything you want in a centre forward. My concern is looking ahead. Obviously, we know we possibly want to leave at the end of the season. Do you feel like long term we have long-term solutions, or do you think these 2 short-term solutions? And do you think that these gaps can be filled?
No, I would go back to Rangnick's like first conference, and he was talking about like the depth in the squad there in terms of like our attacking options. We have so many young players coming through, Jadon Sancho, Rashford, so much potential there to go through. I would not be worried about the future of the attacking. I think most of our problems lie in kind of central defence or central midfield and defence. Yeah. Yeah. And if we can solve that, I think it's only up and up.
Yeah. So, like, talking to Ralf, how do you feel like going forward? Do you feel like there is a possibility that we might get more of 6 months? At the moment, obviously, we're being told it's 6 months and then we're going to get another manager in. Do you feel like, obviously, football, it's a fast-paced game, everything can change overnight. Ole was the interim manager once upon a time. Do you feel like if everything goes right, we could still be looking at him as the manager this time next season?
I mean, let me consult my magic orb. Yeah. Like, you don't know. I go back to what he said. Think if he was to be offered it, if we achieve the goals for this season, top 4, doing well in the Champions League, getting a semi-final, maybe the final. If we can achieve that, 100% I'll keep him on. Yeah. But it depends on how we achieve those goals and whether or not he wants to continue it. Yeah. It's almost a given. But at this stage, I'm very optimistic. I'll give it another 4 or 5 games, see how we go. We've got a nice run of fixtures in the next kind of 10 games. Yeah. We'll see how we go, and if you can maintain the form, that we've been going under Carrick, and today, then happy.
I've noticed, like, obviously there's been more of a control in the game. Have you noticed that there's been more, like, obviously there's less panic, there's less anxiety, there's more, like, cohesion? Have you noticed that? And do you think that it will get, like, stronger going ahead?
100%. 100%. I agree. Even I was chatting to kind of friends and looking at fans after the Chelsea game, and we were looking at it and going, that was the first time, even though we were under the cosh for like a lot of it, it didn't feel like we were ever out of control. And all the games, I've never been more confident in our ability. And looking at the game today, I never felt like we were going to concede or.
I was really calm, obviously, against Liverpool and against City. I did not feel like that today. I was calm and composed, and so was the team.
Which is the thing, because looking back on Palace in the last few years, Palace has been our bogey team, so it's been fantastic. We were coming from Belfast, from Ireland, travelling all over the world to watch this game. We were like, Palace is our bogey team. We're worried about coming, and I was delighted with the performance today. Like, they've been our bogey team for the last few years. Today, I felt confident and delighted with the performance.
So it was well worth the trip.
100%.
Have you got any extra thoughts to add about United or today's game?
No, just very hopeful kind of for the future. Looking forward to the transfer window in January.
Yeah.
I don't want to get ahead of myself. I think looking at Ralph's press conference in his first day, he was talking about we don't need to look at our attacking players. We look at the defence and the problems in the team. Yeah. And I'm very happy with that. So that's where I think we need to focus.
Yeah. Do you have anyone that you would be wanting him to look for in January in particular? Obviously, we know defensive midfield is an issue. We know defensively we're a bit shaky at times. Is there any particular names that you would throw in the hat if you could?
I mean, no. I mean, I'm gonna. I'm not a transfer agent. I don't know, but I think that's probably the strength.
Fair play, because some people think they are.
Is this true? But no, I'm not gonna go on TV and say I don't know. I am happy to leave that to the experts.
Yeah. Well said. Thanks for your time, Dan. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.